There we go. So I am going to follow this one right here. So there's 26. I'm going to go heading pull. And once that turns to 25, I'm going to set 8,500 in the window. There's 25, so we'll go 8,500 now. Open descent 8,500, there we go. So we're going to track this until 12 DME, and that's when we're going to join that 12 DME arc. Now, like I said, I'm going to turn about 14-ish, 13-ish DME is what we're going to plan for. I'm going to keep slowing the airplane down here. So I'm going to go another notch of flaps. I'm going to aim for about 160 knots on the approach. So I'm just going to bug 160. Make sure the airplane's still in open descent. It is. So just getting a little off that radial there. So I'm just going to correct to the right here a bit. That's 17 knot crosswind. So we're going to take that into consideration joining that arc too. So we got to watch that as we join that arc. So it is push us. Actually, I'm going to put this in. There we go. I'm going to put that in track FPA now, because it's going to track better if I do that instead of being in heading. There's 21 DME. Thanks for the sub in case. No problem at all. So just getting a little off. So we're just a little left to course there. So press correct right just a smidge. I'm following the blue here. I'm not following this little mark right here. That's just based on the FMS data because it's still in there. What I can do is I'll pull this up. I'll go flight plan. And what I'll just do is I'll just draw off a 2-3 here. So what I'll do is I'll just go down to 2-3. And I'll just go ahead and insert that. Because we don't really need any of the information below that. So 18.5 DME. So that number is going to slowly start coming down. I'm going to track back. So that crosswind's still pushing us a little bit. Airplane still coming down to 8,500 feet. Once we turn the corner, stay safe to 8,500. Did I say 7,500 in the briefing? I think I did. It's 8,500. And then we're going to be safe down to 7,100 after we get past that 061 degree radial. Once again, see the tail right here. The tail, when that hits 061, that's when we're going to be safe down to 7,100 feet. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves right now. Okay, I'm going to go flap 3 now. $15.5 DME right now. Once again, we're joining a 12 DME arc. There's 15. Okay, I'm just going to get the lights on now, just so I don't forget about them. Engine anti-ice I had on the whole time. Doesn't matter. Correcting that track just again. They're just a little off there, so I'm just going to correct that. Once again, that crosswind's playing games with me. I thought I paused the alerts. I guess I didn't. Either way, not the end of the world. There's 14, so I'm going to start a nice gradual turn in here to join that 13 DME arc. Sorry, 12 DME arc. There's 13, so I'm just going to shallow just a smidge there. Okay, I don't need the FO side anymore. I can reference the captain side now. There's 12.5. Keep coming around here. Try to get that number coming down slowly. 12.3 DME. 12.2 DME. Keep coming around. 12.1. That tailwind's going to push me just a smidge more here. Okay, there we go. It's not increasing, so or decreased anymore, so we're just going to hold it right there. Now we're going to watch that radial right there. We're going to wait till that hits 061, and then we're going to be safe down to 7,100 feet. And then as every so often, we're just going to keep bringing this back to the right. Just keeps inching it back to the right because we're going around the arc. See there, 12.2, so we just got to bring about 10 degrees to the right here as we inch around. There's about 0.58 degree radial. There's the 0.61, so we're safe down to 7,100 feet now. So we're on the 12.2 DME arc right now, so I'm not right on the 12. Not the end of the world. Next radial we're worried about 0.70, and that's when we're going to start our turn inbound, and you'll see the track start coming alive, or that 260 inbound come alive. There's 12.1, so I'm just going to shallow out just a smidge there. There we go. Just about 0.68 right about now, 0.67. Oh, there it is, so I'm just going to hold that right there. There's the 0.70, there's the track alive, so we're going to swing this all the way, and we might go through it just a smidge, but we'll just correct as required. So now we're going to line that blue line up right down the middle there. That's what we're going to do. So we're slightly high. We should be crossing advex at 7,100, not the end of the world. See if that wind's going to push us onto that radial a little bit more. Just going to have to just shallow it just a smidge here. Just to get that radial just back a little bit more there. So we'll just wait till that comes back alive. So just a little in tight there, not the end of the world. So we'll just correct that last few degrees there. Now we're looking for 7 DME. So 7 DME, we have to cross at 5,700. So we're safe down to 5,700 now. So we'll bug that in the window. Well, I'm slightly high, so I'm just going to put the spoilers out here. Just because we're 2 miles away, we should be at 50, once again, 5,700 feet. There's 8.5. There's 8 at 7,000, so we're still slightly high. We're about 1,300 feet high. Not the end of the world, still got tons of distance to go. I'm just going to intervene with FPA for a second, just get a little bit of a steeper angle here. Just so we can catch that. No, I don't want the autopilot. I meant to hit the heading there. There we go. Or in this case, the track. So there's 6.5. We're safe down to 4,900 feet. So we're still slightly high, just by a smidge, so we're still correcting it. Just come back to the left just a bit more. We're at 5.4, so we're looking for 4 DME. At 4 DME, we're safe down to 4,300 feet, which we're going to use as our MDA. There we go. So there's Alt Star. So there's our 4,900. And then at 4, we're safe down to 4,300 feet. So we'll go 4,300 feet now. Once again, still tracking that radial inbound. At 2 DME, we should be at our MDA. So we're at 3.4. Airplane's slowly coming down here, so just a bit more spoilers. If I realistically was inside the airplane right now, I'd be looking outside. So we're going to start looking outside. Oh, I wonder where the airport is. I don't see the airport. Where's the airport? It's somewhere there, I promise you. There's 300 above minimums. At 2 DME, we'll continue. We'll be at minimums. We'll look outside. We'll go, oh, where it is. And then we should see the airport. Hopefully. There's 2 DME, so that's our minimums. Peek outside. If we just look to the left there, there's the airport. Cool. So we're going to continue straight ahead to the VOR now. I'm going to hold this track because we are really, really close, and it's going to get really sensitive as we get close to the VOR here. So let me just do that, reset my camera view here. I did not mean to turn that off. Not yet. I'm going to go into manage speed. And right as we cross over the VOR, we're going to that cone of confusion. So I'm not going to correct this track. I'm just going to let the airplane just keep doing this. It's going to go into the cone of confusion. And then that's when we're going to start going down. So what I'm going to do, I am going to bug the airport elevation. So I'm going to go 1,200 feet. So here we go. Wait for it. And there's the cone of confusion. So I'm going to go FPA in the heading. Down of 2.5 degrees. And we'll start a nice turn. So now we're in the circling maneuver. So we're in a visually maneuvering now. Absolutely stunning scenery. Take a quick peek outside here. There you go. There's the hill. The airport's just behind us there. So keep that turn coming around, keep that turn coming around until I can see the hill. So I'm just going to pop over the FO side here. So I want to kind of be aimed right into the valley, right for the hill there. That's kind of the idea. And I've turned the autopilot off again. I keep pressing the wrong button there. Because there is this hill right here that we got to try to avoid. So if I go terrain on ND, you will see what we're trying to avoid. There we go. So we're going to wrap it around this hill. Keeping this descent rate coming down nice and gently. Looking really good. Right where I want to be. And we'll go gear down now. And flaps full. Oh, I didn't turn the seatbelt sign on. I'm sorry, Norman. And we'll wrap it around the hill here. Looking absolutely stunning. I love it. And then we're looking for the river. So there's the river. I'm going to take the autopilot out now. Flight director's off. Oh my god, I nailed it. Yes! As we round the corner here, we should see 2 white, 2 red. Oh man. Way better than last night. I'm 1 white. Ah! I got a little low there as I rounded the corner. And now we follow the river rest of the way in straight in 2-3. Queenstown traffic, New Zealand 603, final 2-3. And that's how it's done. Now, the next challenge. It's a short runway. It's 1,777 meters, so there is no floating involved with this. I promise you that. So before everyone gets their ouch, oh my god, that wasn't a buttery landing. There's no room for floating down this runway. There we go. Wind is calm, just like forecasted. That's nice to see. I would absolutely love to be in the back of the airplane, seeing this approach done. And everything looks good. It is very thin. Yes, it is MCK. Very much so. Intentionally on 1 white, 3 red, just so I can hit that touchdown zone right on the mark. I mean, right for those 1,000 footers. Speed brake. Reverse green. One 70 knots, 60 knots. There we go. Auto brakes off. And look at that. We're gonna make Alpha 3 red on the dot. I love it. There we go, folks. Welcome to Queenstown. Man, that was fun. It's so rewarding. It is so rewarding to be able to do that. I felt that was like by far out of the 3 approaches I've done in here the last few days. By far, that felt so much better than the last 2 I've done. It's such a good feeling. So just slowly take the airplane off here. Once again, very much, this wasn't one of Orbix's first sceneries, and it still holds up very well today. I will say this too, so.